Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we've got a new product from HDZero. It's the long-awaited HDZero Freestyle VTX version 2. As always, I'm Jeff with Titan FPV. Let's dive in. First order of business, guys, if you're not already subscribed, please do so. Click that notification bell and you'll be notified when I upload content like this and all others to the channel. I was able to pick one of these up from Get FPV. They went out of stock really quickly. If you didn't do a pre-order, you may be out of luck. You can check your local FPV shops to see if they have any in stock. But I do believe that they are currently shipping these, as well as the HDZero website. I'll post links in the video description. Those go to help support the channel, so I definitely appreciate that. All right, let's open it up without further ado. See what we've got in the box. Now this is just the standalone HDZero VTX. There is a version paired with the Nano 90 camera, along with a MIPI as well as an antenna. This version is just the VTX. So if you're upgrading from maybe one of HDZero's 200 milliwatt VTXs, you've got a little tips guide, comes in the box. And what we've been waiting for, this is a 20 by 20 form factor VTX. It's what we've been asking for from the start. It's actually a 30 by 30, but the mounting is 20 by 20. So this is going to fit in a multitude of frames versus the original VTX. You also get some double-sided sticky tape to mount the VTX if you don't want to use the cutoffs for standoffs. As always, you're going to get wiring and a retention cable for the UFL connector for your antenna. As I stated, this model, the standalone, does not come with an antenna. You will need to supply your own. But you always want to use high quality antennas with HDZero. So I recommend picking up a true RC or like quality to pair with this VTX. All right, you can see you have the original keypad. You can change options on this VTX if you don't have it connected to a flight controller, and you do have your upgrade port where you can connect your cable, where you can update the firmware to the VTX. This is the plug to mount to your flight controller, so you can do the wiring here. You have a plastic, I believe, retention cover for the MIPI cable that you'll connect to your camera. Another thing I did want to note, if you are picking up HDZero for the first time, I definitely recommend getting the kit with the Nano 90 and antenna included. I believe those are going to be $149 US, so you're saving roughly $20 over the price of just buying the Nano 90 and the Freestyle 2 VTX. You're also going to get an antenna, so you may even be saving more that way. But in the box, you're not going to get an update cable. So I don't know if that's something they may add in the future. But currently, if you aren't already into the HDZero ecosystem, and I believe this one's going to take the smaller update cable that comes with the Whoop VTX Lite. You're going to need that if you want to update the firmware on this. Take that into account if you're planning on picking just this up. But like I said, this is pretty much just you're going to do an upgrade. I don't know if the retailer you're purchasing at is sold out of the kit and you have to purchase parts individually. Do be aware that you're going to need the update cable to update the firmware. All in all, this is a very high quality feeling VTX. As you see, it is two boards stacked on top of each other, and that's going to get the form factor where this is going to fit in lots of frames. So previously, you wanted to look for a frame or do some modifications to where you could mount the original Freestyle VTX. That's not going to be a problem with this model. Now performance should be similar. Like the original, the V2 goes from 25 milliwatt to 1 watt. I've yet to test this. If you want a comparison video, post that in the comments down below, and I'll see what I can do about making that happen. But as you see, here's the Freestyle V1 VTX versus the V2. And it's a much more compatible form factor. It's going to be a lot taller, but most of the time you're going to mount this in the rear of your frame, and height is not going to be an issue even on low profile frames. I mean, this is going to fit essentially any frame that you can fit a CATX Vista or Runcam Link in. A welcome change. Carl listens to our feedback and the community's feedback. We're going to go ahead and get a weight for you guys. And all right, looks like it's coming in at about 23.4 grams versus the original. It's coming in at 26.9 grams. It's a better form factor, and it's even lighter. A lot of people are mounting these in micros and sub 5-inch builds. So that's going to be a great option going forward. What thoughts do you guys have? Were you able to pick one of these up while they were in stock? Post those in the comments down below. I've got a lot of new exciting content coming to the channel. Stay tuned. And as always, guys, we'll catch you in the next one.